Outro time! Welcome to Wake Up Hex. Welcome to the show that is playing while everything around is burning. Crypto is on fire. There is FAT on the SEC. There is Coinbase versus FTX drama. There is Ripple drama. There is library drama. There's all the kinds of dramas. There is BTC being what do you call that? Claimed by the Fed. What do you call it? Seized. There is BTC seized by the
from a 10-year-old
FTT.
hack.
Yeah, from 10 years old. From 2012, 50,000 BTC about to be dropped on the market. All and more we're gonna discuss today with the beautiful gentlemen here: Al Meyer, Papa Bona, DJ Cryptomatic, PPK Baum, and of course you, the chat.
Moment, ist das da eine deutsche Comedy? Die jetzt?
Who was whistling the Christmas jingle like that? Early Christmas.
Just as a cue, it was so overpowering. He was the only one that could whistle, and I'm like, well, I can't really compete with this, so I joined in with the Christmas jingle. I was told it was German comedy,
Santa
so I didn't understand it anyway.
Before Halloween even started in the stores here.
Exactly. We're trying to lift the spirit.
That's the thing.
Trying to lift.
You will be happy.
Vibration.
Did I actually miss anything from here? Oh yeah, and of course the 84 million hex sell. I forgot about that. Of course,
yes,
it's a big drama. Yeah,
that's not fun. That's a great thing. Get the
Alaikum assalam. SE
fuck
first
out of
today
here
in the chat. Don't feed the fear. We still gotta talk about everything. Hopefully we will not feed it. The 4th, 5th, people arrive. Good morning, Avalon, Sam Hacks, Alan. Yes, yeah, everybody. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. Only 2 likes. Hit up the likes. 3, 4 likes. Yes, it's increasing. HOA, SE, Hexicans. Good morning. We got Sandy Beach, Melftoni, Petres. Oh, look at that. And we got Peter joining us as well.
Hello Peter.
Hello, Peter. Yeah.
Late as always.
Who else do we have here? I'm probably missing a few people, but Nom Nom, SE, Hexcellence, George Darko, good morning, good morning. Yes, it's FUD, 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 FUD on top of FUD. Like the whole market is in motion. And I'm seeing only positive outcome from this. Let's talk hex first. So there has been a giant hex sell. Dolphin of 6,000 T-shares sold his bag.
Ex-Dolphin.
Ex-Dolphin.
Yeah.
I loved
He sold it all.
comment. Adol's dog tweet was amazing.
The Japanese got him.
And
so bad.
What?
The best part
it's
about
their
this,
national sport to kill dolphins.
They encoved him. Yes.
Hex Optimus Captron was posting this a little bit before that happened. Pulled it down. The hex spot is happening. And then we got the giant sell. Where did I have this? So obviously, if you look just at his gains, he won massively for himself, because he got 2 million something out of an investment of $10,000.
Almost $2.5 million. Yes.
Yeah, which comes out to about 1.5 million after tax if he's from
But that's
USA.
impossible. They said you could never cash out of Hex. It's a scam,
Yeah,
right?
how did that happen? Where is the liquidity?
there's no
Where is all that
liquidity.
liquidity? So
What's gonna
we
happen?
got a giant test of liquidity, the maximum amount of fear. We had a giant dip, so we are down at 95% now. There's been a 2 million sell. He or she ate slippage of like 20%.
Yeah, I read
25%.
25%, which is crazy if you think about it, how much money that is.
The execution price was at around 2.6 cents. And all that money, those so this is just the hex, those 84 million hex, 2.4 million US dollars in USDC was sent to Coinbase.
Yep.
And they are now sitting on Coinbase, which I personally think is ridiculous because not your keys, not your coins. Basically, they could just lock that money. I don't know. I mean, Godspeed
Well, they
if you
could.
can get that money out in that way and you are somehow saved and you are. But I'm thinking they will KYC the ass out of this guy and maybe lock the money for a long time. Like if you send 2 million randomly somewhere and then you have to deal with tax. I hope she made everything up front clear that it's actually gonna work. But it seems ridiculous to me to do this.
In theory, you can withdraw 250,000 per day from Coinbase.
Yeah.
At least those are the higher limits, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so 7 days later, 7 days later, wait, no, 9 days later, right? You'll be able to get
8
out.
days, approximately.
2.5
But
million?
I would do it in chunks. I would pay maybe some more few ETH transaction fees, but having 2.5 million on Coinbase or paying a few extra dollars in fees.
Yeah,
much
Meyer, it
rather
sounds
play
like
the
you've
fee.
been considering this for a while. Was
Yeah,
it
what's,
you that
what the
hell?
You'll never
job.
know.
I am the dumper. No, I am the dumper.
I am Spartacus.
Everybody, yeah, I'm Spartacus. Yeah, everybody's coming out.
So I've got a question about this chart. So in the Bitcoin days, you would definitely call this a capitulation candle. But in this situation, it's just one guy making a stupid move. So is that a capitulation candle?
Controversial opinion. It was not a stupid move because she won out crazy. So the gains that were made were immense, and this is what it was supposed to be like. If you're an early investor, you invested 3 years ago, you come out now, you had the gains because you had the higher risk.
Sell 5,000 T-shares at the bottom?
At the local bottom.
You do always.
You're making the bottom, DJ Cryptomatic. You're making the bottom. And someone wants to do that. God bless them.
I'll be right back.
God bless him. Yes.
You know who really made out well? You know who really made out well? One Hexagon declared that she collected at like 2 or 3 million at 1.8 cents. That was a pretty damn good fill. So congratulations to whoever that was.
It got bought up super quick. Like
it held. It's
in real time.
V-shaped recovery bottom with all the liquidity what was sitting there, all the limit orders.
The limit orders don't do this week. It's the active buyers.
Yeah. But some of the limit orders were filled, and they enabled the price to not dip as high as it would otherwise.
Like the 3 cent got protected, the 3 cent price.
I forgot to share the video.
Well, for now, there's for sure more fat to come.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, somebody opined that maybe there was a case made for market dumping and get the hell out is a lot better of a in this type of market would be very, very nice instead of this person providing liquidity or limit order the hell out of the price for the next month. Quite frankly, I would be happy either way as long as that person gets what they want and gets the hell out the exit. Give us all your sweet, sweet bags.
Well, the thing is probably
not financial advice.
In negative trend, your limit orders, your like how are they called? Like when you want to sell the coin through a limit order, they usually won't get filled. So
actually,
market dumping is the obvious way.
Shut up.
Actually, I had someone messaging me today asking why his limit order wasn't filled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some just don't.
At what point? Like
some
what
didn't
price?
fill. I read that too. 2 cents, I think. 1.8, 1.9. It went as low as 1.8 on some exchanges.
Yep.
Well, it depends. A bot has actually to grab it out and want to fill it. It depends on how much, how it fits into other orders and so on.
And how valuable is it compared to the fees the person needs to pay, right? Because if the value is very low and the fee is very high, then the slippage would be higher too. So it's only viable to process that order if the price actually drops a lot lower than the actual order, the order set. I even tried once. I had a limit order at 4 cents, and it was actually only filled at 3.7 or something.
Try it again now for me. We'll see if it gets filled.
One more, come on.
Oh, Hex 647 says that their limit order of 0.028 is filled. Congratulations.
Well done.
What?
And as a result of all this dumpage, congratulations, because they early end staked a whole bunch of stakes, which made the daily payout per T share a beautiful 6.4, was it? Almost
6.4, yeah.
Jesus, man.
Nice.
But even the days before, there were people like on staking, so the payout was higher. Even today is higher.
But Peter, correct me if I'm wrong, but this amount of T-shares off the market, like almost how many thousands of T-shares was that? 5,000? Yeah. So doesn't that mean that maybe the 6.3 is the new 6.1?
No.
I wouldn't. Maybe 6.15 maybe.
It's not good enough.
Well,
it's not good enough.
Yes, of course. It could be more for everyone else.
Yep. Being no expectations and no financial advice, but that sounds pretty juicy to the likes of me.
That's bomb. Can we put the disclaimer up in these trying times? It may be a good thing to do.
Yeah. Listen. This is just about the trying times. So I shared this on the Telegram, and the very first question is: aren't you afraid of subpoenas?
I'm not afraid of subpoenas.
No, someone that understood the comedy in our intro.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of subpoenas.
Hexo brought this up, and I'm gonna bring it up again. This is not the first time we've been here. Not the first time. In early 2020, there was a guy who flooded out the people out of the Hex, out from a top, and Hex went down like 67%. He created his own coin, and the same thing is happening right now. He reported Hex to the FBI. He reported the SEC. Yeah, he did a lawsuit. Everything, the same thing that is happening right now. This is not new. I lost my train of thought.
People will understand it eventually.
Just whistle yourself off.
Remember.
It's okay.
I remember.
It sucks a little that you have to spend money to prove that you didn't receive any money from someone. I mean, like,
yeah.
That's
but
pretty
Yeah,
fucked up.
proof of negative.
the way-
Proof of
the way-
negative.
the way-
Let's go ahead. Yeah.
but the way that the law works, my understanding, not legal advice, definitely get yourself some kind of representation if you are issued a subpoena. However,
Subpoenas.
the burden of proof is on them in the United States. You don't simply say, wow, you asked for everything, here you go. Your rights are protected. You talk to your legal counsel and you allow them to be the interface with any bureau from the United States government, SEC as well. You simply comply through your legal counsel. And that's it.
I agree with that.
You're right.
Bobby.
The inconvenience and the expense is something that you have to bear.
Yeah, that's the part that sucks for nothing. For nothing bucket.
But,
I think
But it is what it
now-
is.
I think the most important thing we need to take from here is that more people are looking at X than we thought, or that people think. What, right?
Yeah.
Well, now they
Because
are, yeah.
everyone and their mother posted about X, so thank you for the free publicity. And it means they are looking at it because either they want it to fail, or they have some skin in the game, right?
Oh, guys, I was in a Twitter space today, and there were 800 members in this Twitter space, and it was a whole bunch of Bitcoin maxis, and they were talking about what the other things that we're going to talk about today, the real big issues of the day, right? Where they're talking about CZ, they were talking about Sam Bankman-Fried, they're talking about all of these huge things, these revelations that are rocking the industry. Finally, at the very end, somebody says, and what do you guys think about this whole Hex thing and subpoenas? Crickets. There was like 30 seconds of dead air. And then somebody breaks the silence and says, I think they're just trying to get more followers.
Yeah, load the FUD.
Yeah.
So, like,
But-
people are
but-
coming out of the woodwork,
but-
like
but-
crypto tips, like
Yeah.
silence for years, 3 years. We are at mark 3.
No, it's not been 3
almost,
years.
almost.
We have
Almost
been
3 years.
dealing with shit almost every.
Oh yeah,
few
if you
weeks.
count the inception, it's like almost 4 years now, over 4 years. And crypto tips, for example, is coming out with this video where it says SEC is officially investigating Hex.
It's not.
Like, let's
Yeah.
assume it's real. Let's assume the subpoena is real. We still don't have full confirmation for that, but let's go with it. I actually believe that it's real, by the way. Just saying.
Of
So-
course, let's assume it's real. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Let's assume it's real.
So, what is the imaginable horrible that comes out of it if we compare it to all the rest that that happened in the market?
That SEC officially
Price
rules
goes down.
Yeah.
that
So-
Hex is not a security.
Yeah. So
What?
you cannot be listed on centralized exchanges. We don't use centralized exchanges. We use all the decentralized exchanges that you ever wanted. We don't want to be listed. We have never been listed on the big centralized exchanges, so that's not an issue. The company behind Hex can be fined. What company? Okay, Richard Hart will be fined. Is it a big deal? Is it a big deal
He
if
would
he's
not be
fined?
fined. He's like
It's not even
he
called
didn't
Richard Hart.
he didn't even wrote the code. So
Richard Schuler, just yeah.
Conspiracy!
No.
It didn't
No,
even
it has a
write the
name.
code.
No, it said
Yeah.
Hart in the document that we saw.
No, AKA. It's okay.
Yeah,
They-
okay. So it was
it's okay.
the search term hard, but it also talked about apparently Richard Schuler in the rest of the document and
Okay.
whatever. So it doesn't really that little aspect doesn't matter. Let's assume they want all the information, whatever. So what else can happen? What else can happen that happened? You get a fine. You're not allowed to be listed.
Only
Can Hex
accredited
be shut-
investors in
can-
the United States can buy it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter because the rest of the world can still buy it and nobody cares about it.
Right.
Can you stop Hex? Can you stop the Hex contract from execution? Can you like get a decree from a judge and say, okay, Ethereum, you have to stop the Hex contract? Not possible. What else? What can happen that can destroy the ecosystem? People are still buying it. People are still getting yield. Everything is still functioning. Front ends are still online. We still have the same basic functions that we have before. We get yield. Yeah.
Coin market cap may put you on page 3.
Oof. Oh.
Right.
We have been on page 1 anytime?
Even if all the things that you say come true, it wouldn't change the outcome for Hex, in my personal opinion. Yeah.
No.
And
Now,
this also, yeah.
Now, can we look at the bright side? At very least,
Yeah, the bright side is
says, at the very least, SEC says, wait, we have a letter of understanding on file, and we already know that it doesn't really pass the Howey test. And so I guess we could make sure that there's no fraud going on. And by fraud, that it's being misrepresented by paid shills to innocent people in the United States, and some kind of fraud is being perpetrated. But we don't know how to put this together, so let's start with that. If we could prove that there's some kind of paid shills, we could start to investigate. But because it's within our community's ethos not to ever take any money for this crap, because nobody's giving us any goddamn money.
Yeah.
Then
Richard
there
is
you
not
go.
paying anyone. Hexo is not paid. Matty Allen is not paid.
Nobody's
Abit
paying.
is not paid. Nobody's paid.
I didn't even get a
Everybody is-
T-shirt.
Yeah, I wanted to say
Let
that.
alone a sandwich.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look
Damn
at that. I can't pay attention. All I can focus on is Papa's beast chest.
Yeah, I was just about to say, why do we have to look at this?
That's a
Like,
real man.
I thought we
Real
had
man.
standards.
Manly
on
man.
this.
Oh,
manly
I
man.
am
Look
a
at that.
gorilla.
Oof, there we
God
go.
damn it, shave it. What century is this? Ah.
The only issue would be if centralized exchanges
And the
didn't let
Hex
you
go
cash
go.
out. If you wanted to take profits on Hex, the delisting part is irrelevant. Yeah, but you would cash out of USDC or Tether or whatever. You wouldn't cash out of Hex. And then Hex is not listed on centralized exchanges anyway.
Yes.
No, they can just be a pain in the ass, I think,
Yeah.
and make life difficult.
The
for
SEC stuff
some.
is only to find out if YouTube
for
Hex
some
promoters
people.
or devs are getting paid in Hex. If so, there was an expectation of profit. Yeah, and that didn't happen. Nobody got fucking paid for it. So that's going nowhere. And the
Well,
whole
if
whole
I remember
reason-
correctly, developers were paid in Monero because Richard complained and bitched about sending Monero and how difficult it is.
It would have been funny.
Well, you don't know this.
What? No, he said it on stream, like paying your employees in Monero. That's like really.
That doesn't assume that he did that, but it's good
No, but-
advice.
Could be.
We have no
And-
confirmation about any of the inner workings of anything because we're on the outer fringe. We are simply fans.
We don't
of the
even know
community.
when fucking Pulse Chain should launch.
What's a pulse chain?
We know nothing.
Alan, thanks for sharing your money, rich kid.
Thistle.
Were you the guy who sold the 84 million? Because you're always spending money on super chats? We don't know. Alan Fizame, $5, thank you. We know Papa isn't paid. He's been wearing the same outfit since I first got into Hex early 2021.
This
No one
is
would do that on purpose.
That's true.
Thank you,
The view-
Alan.
The view is just a green screen.
Yeah. There is no view. He's
The same lights are lit up.
he's
for
in the
last
basement.
3 years. Yes.
So, also,
But
I don't know. I haven't seen this anyone cover yet. But there was one person who is grabbing the attention and coming forward and claiming to be the whole reason for all this FUD and security drama. And it is... Put your guesses up. Who is it?
Oh no! Please no.
Oh, yes.
Hungarian?
Guess who it is.
It's our favorite Hexican.
Yes.
Elmeyer, it's your buddy.
Convicted hex offender.
Yay! Congratulations. You say his name 3 times and he's going to appear.
Who's who's that? Explain it to me because I never.
No, I really don't want to.
No,
I
any
really think we
importance.
should.
Yeah,
A
just for the
specific
louse,
person who will remain nameless.
Can you
Anyway,
link
he's
this, please?
he's coming up and says, "Yeah, I did it. I did it all.
me.
It's all on me. Yeah, me.
Yes.
We don't
So-
know if it's true or not, but it's definitely funny."
A guy with a thick Cockney accent calls into the SEC and says, "I've been bamboozled by these Hexicans." Okay, sir. Would you like to file an official report? I certainly would. He puts all the typos he can together, and there's the evidence.
Notice 12 October. I've been scammed by Richard Hart. I will pursue every avenue available to me so I can recover my funds.
But nobody has been scammed. We're trying for
I-
3
is-
years
is-
now to
isn't even-
find somebody
Mayo,
who's been
thank you.
scammed.
Is it even possible for someone outside the US or not a US citizen to complain to the SEC? Is that a thing?
I think so, yeah.
Sure.
You can
have no idea.
complain and whistleblow, but maybe not run a case or
An
something.
old man from Saudi Arabia says, "I've been pursued by Richard Hart." They got to look into it.
Oh yeah, fucking Saudis.
So, and I
I
didn't
nearly
even
forgot about
bring
that.
up the chart yet. I wanted to do that actually. Where is the chart? So here we go. Damn, brother. So what we have here on a weekly basis. So this is not based. Oh my god. Let's have it like this.
Are you trading this shit?
No, I'm not fucking trading. I'm just looking at what the levels are. So we have a pretty
I like
nice
those
base here.
magnets.
Yeah, that's so the magnets are based on the Ichimoku cloud on the daily. And there was one setup, there was a second setup that failed, and there was a third setup.
Yeah.
Didn't happen, but this is the average mean for return to mean, and then this is the all-time high. So price usually tends to go up if you have product market fit, blah 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 blah. That's just what the Ichimoku trading indicator says. It's not relevant for now, but
If you
it
have-
failed
if
3
you have
times. You
product
can follow my
market
Twitter thread on that one. So what we
This
have
is
right now
this
here,
is a very
somebody
good
pointed it
coin.
out. I didn't even see that, and Jesus Christ, that doesn't work like that. So Hans Hex pointed out that
Get the TV, Hans.
yeah, the Hans pointed out that this is actually looking like whyckoff accumulation with maximum
Oh,
fear,
God.
maximum FUD, and the
Yeah, but
spring-
that goes back to my question earlier. Is it really? Because it's one guy.
Well,
Or maybe one big guy and 20 small ones who got scared by this large move. Like, this is not
yeah, a
the
few
whole
smaller
community
dolphins, yeah.
capitulation. It's not.
well, Cryptomatic.
Who else has to sell?
Everyone already sold. Like there is no one to
Like, it's
sell.
just
Yeah.
us left.
Like
here.
you had your chance to sell since, god damn it, 400
September
days
last
ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you wanted to sell, you already sold.
So
We
this is something not a
So-
lot of people talk about, I believe, and that is all crypto, all in Bitcoin, in BNB, in whatever other crypto, in Ethereum, is every crypto is basically proof of weak hands, because you're waiting for everybody to have sold the bottom, and then you can go up again.
Hexibit has a really good point. Pull up the FTT chart.
Yeah.
Well,
This one?
If you want some real capitulation.
oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Peter, you
that's
go
some
ahead. You click it. Otherwise,
serious capitulation. Pull that
yeah,
up.
everybody.
Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah. Wait. Before we go there.
That's
actually,
an actual
that's
concerted attack, though, as well.
Yeah. So
By
that's
CZ.
the other
CZ.
news, and everybody wanted the hex to be the good news, and they're like, the BAMs, BTC news, the BAMs, FTT news, the BAMs. Other stuff happened, and there is catfights and everything. And basically, this is what Crypto Tripper looks like. Eric Wall wanted it to be about hex, but no, everybody is just talking about SBF versus CZ and all the drama that ensued from that one.
Yeah, we're just trying to get followers according to the maxis anyway, right?
And
Yeah.
Hex down under, no Wales. He had to go back to the office, so
Ours
he has
is
to do
a
his work. That's why.
there's a huge typhoon outside, and our issue is but a fart in the breeze.
That's very true.
Word.
But we have
Oh,
164 people watching live, so the FUD is working.
Hey, hello,
Thanks so much
everyone.
for
The FUD is
pushing.
working, yeah.
And 150 of them
welcome
are from the SEC.
Hit the bell, the like,
God
and the
damn it.
subscribe button, please.
God damn, we had 14 cents for FTT. So what happened there is
So CZ is shorting the shit. Like.
Of course, and then dumping as besides. They offered to Sam Bankman fraud said, "Come on, guys, we'll buy it back OTC for 22 cents." And CZ said, "Nah,
dollars, $22, right?
22 cents. Oh, $22, correct, yes.
Dollars.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we had $14 now.
Look at the amount of money that they just pissed away saying no. This is a serious big middle finger to FTX.
Yep.
And this is brand news. FTX appears to have stopped processing withdrawals on chain that show.
Oops.
Well, that's always
Really?
Someone's going to be investigated by SEC.
This
pretty soon.
escalated quickly.
So not expected. Oh my god, is that even possible?
We were overrun by orders. We had to go and retool our servers. Yes.
Well, Hex
I don't-
users not affected.
Who,
Where was the comment?
guys, remember which was the last company that did the same? Stopped withdrawals.
Yes, Binance.
Didn't it start by a C or something,
Celsius.
and then a B?
Yeah. It's funny that he has the name Bankman in his name.
Unbank man.
Well, I think
Central
there's only.
banked.
I think people, if they want to talk about the FUD and the SEC and etc., they could watch RG3's stream today. I think it was helpful to clarify a few points. But other than that, the two things that, in my opinion, are worth mentioning here are: one, more people are looking to X than most of us knew or thought about. And then the second is how the price went down and then went back up, which means people are still believing in it long term and are taking this opportunity to accumulate more. So,
And quick program for everybody who's interested in what the history between CZ and FTT is. There is a great Twitter thread that's explaining all the history, what happened, who finessed who, and there you go. This is the link to the Twitter for everybody, so you can follow up on that.
I will say my own personal view of Sam Bankman-Fried. I liked his testimony in front of Congress, but in an Icarian freaking fall from grace, he flew too close to the sun and betrayed us all, and tried to get a monopoly and bring everything coming through him on a centralized exchange. To which I say, goodbye, Sam Bankman-Fried's glory in front of Congress. Now you will be investigated in front of Congress in a different light. You won't be making policy, you'll be condemned by it.
At the receiving end.
Oh, yes.
Well,
How did the regulators approve FTX in their current state to be able to be acquiring all these bankrupted companies? How could that have been fiscally responsible?
what?
On behalf of the United States regulation powers that be, how could they allow FTX without batting an eye to make acquisition, over leveraged as they were already, to make acquisition of all these companies that were in financial turmoil? Seems like pouring gasoline onto the fire, don't you think?
Yep. It's making its rounds already. Like I just saw earlier that the German Binance branch has also now being questioned by the German financial regulator, BaFin, to demonstrate that they have enough reserves in their accounts to, so they're already checking if they, in case of a hack, could really repay everybody. And I think this is surely all connected, but that's scrutiny.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit late, but hey. Yeah, I wonder how Celsius get away this long with all this stuff. Because they were clearly not able to secure the funds.
And he called Hex a scam so many times.
Yeah, he did.
Fucking Christ.
In Richard's presence, which is
That
great.
piece of shit.
Oh boy.
Anthony Scaramucci. Wait, what? I
What's
thought
that?
Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies were the problem.
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
Is that the stock prices or what? Probably.
Hilarious.
Yes, Spotify. Okay. Cool. Yeah, cool.
And Coinbase.
By the way, stock prices. Do you know that Eric Wall is managing a fund that's called Arcane Assets, and they have a stock. It's called Arcane, and
how is that
somehow it's not up. I don't know how is that possible. The stock it's let me measure it.
I have a blast from the past about this. He has come out and
he talked about the Hex
about this.
issue. Yeah.
It's
we target 6% year on year.
It's down 95.63%.
This is Eric Wall from Sweden.
Yeah, that's one.
I'm on my way to my office, and it's the end of the year, well, the beginning of the new year, so I'm on my way to my Stockholm office to write a fund report. And the fund report is going to cover the performance of the fund for this year, and I'll have to go into some detail around how I was able to miss the best performing asset of the year, which is Hex. Even though I knew the founder, I sat down with the founder, he explained the concept of Hex to me and urged me to purchase it as a friend, and I called it the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yes,
so
you did.
Now I'm gonna have to write a fund report explaining why I didn't buy the asset, and hopefully I'll get to keep my job. So let's see how it goes.
And there is one interesting thing about the
would love to see that report.
Arcane stock. I don't know, Dasbam, if you can bring it up on TradingView, put it on weekly, and God damn it, I can do it. So this is the Arcane stock, and if you click log, it looks even worse. How is this possible?
What shitcoin is this?
Oh boy!
But, usually when you click log, things look better, not worse. And when I click log, it's just wham. It's
It'll bounce back. It's
The
okay.
stochastic's looking good though. This might be the time to buy right here.
Oh yeah,
Buy
it
the
was,
dip.
No
it was
financial
time to buy.
advice.
It was time to buy since December 21. Okay,
Okay.
and you could have bought and sold it on.
You could have bought it on a
no,
half, bought it on a half, bought it
On
on
a
a
half.
bought
half.
it on
On
a
a
half,
half
yeah.
double. Sold it on a half. So.
I mean, good job. Yeah, I hope you get investigated because I don't know.
think a random like dart at a basket of stocks would have performed better than this.
Yeah, it's performing worse than the whole crypto market.
Especially
Yeah,
in the
but
bull market, because you see the performance in the bull market is not that good.
But you
And then
see,
there was a kinetics.
If someone would have bought the top here in March, right?
And shorted it.
No, and,
He would
and,
be in profit.
and is now
every
down
single day.
after 1.5 years. Is he getting subpoenaed for this or what?
I don't know.
Do they do that in
cares.
Sweden, or do they
Like
say
fund managers?
congratulations?
Well, I
Fund
don't know.
managers have no responsibility.
Guys,
They
guys,
just
I-
take
Uh-huh.
investors' money and get paid
Guys,
a little bit, 3% of that, and
Cocaine and
don't
hookers.
give a fuck.
I don't know if you found it a very good coincidence, but the top price is around 60 cents and the bottom is around 3 cents. Does it look like something you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
Well,
Time to
They might,
reverse.
they might
stock
have
split.
some hex in their portfolio.
just too many stocks. Well, good job.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Alan Fizame says Papa performed better during his honeymoon. Thank you. It's true.
So, Kinetics disappeared or what? Or
Kinetics came in to say, "I see you guys," and he left.
Block user. What the hell was that? Yeah,
Block
we are
user.
we are in the algorithm if we're getting sex chat bots in the
Oh,
in the
sex chat.
right
Good
now.
looking.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Oh my
Because we have
God.
so many views right now.
Section
180.
69 dot site. What a name.
You're somebody when the
and-
scammers come see you.
So, speaking of scammers, Feds announced seizure of 3.36 billion in Bitcoin stolen a decade ago from illegal Silk Road marketplace, the second largest crypto recovery.
I like
This
the
came
image. He's very,
Yeah.
very on point.
Hole in the bottom.
Papa, I'm gonna trigger you, okay?
Yes, I know
How-
it already. Go ahead.
How to keep your Bitcoin.
This is great. Look at the SD card, thumb drives, and a
Nice.
strange box that has the letter B on it.
Yeah.
That looks like Bitcoin, yeah.
Liquid B. What might be?
Jesus.
I don't know.
in there?
Maybe
By
it
the
was,
way,
maybe it was
ten-
something else. But this is
10
funny
years.
as fuck.
Listen, everyone, just in case you're a little bit curious, back in the day, this was a viable way to keep your Bitcoin. Would be to keep it on these thumb drives, or you didn't have even paper wallets were like kind of like the other way to do it. But if these things are not electrified for as little as 2 years, the electrons start to kind of shift and you lose data. So this guy thought he was like all crafty about it. I'm happy that the feds actually verify that there are Bitcoin on them, because it's quite possible that you could lose the bits of information on that SD card, and whatever is in the box labeled B. Maybe there's ants in there that are kind of
Why would you keep it all in one place?
because you're an idiot.
Well, Tone Vays says it's unconfiscatable.
Of course.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. That looks like a scam to me.
Yeah, so James Song pled guilty to committing wire fraud. So the funniest thing about this is as well that he wasn't even part of the Silk Road. They are trying to regain funds that were even stolen from the Silk Road guys.
Yes.
So this
Yeah,
guy
crazy.
siphoned out money and stole from the
Siphoned,
platform, siphoned out money and stole
Siphoned.
from the platform. And the Fed is trying to get to that money, and he apparently you don't have privacy basically in Bitcoin. Whenever your money touches any sort of exchange where you can go back into fiat, you're immediately caught because everybody can see where the money goes in Bitcoin. There is no mixers, there is no privacy, there is no private transactions in Bitcoin. You're just open to attack. There is no privacy.
Can I explain one little thing as well? If you would have had a paper wallet, a single paper wallet, and juxtaposed one of the seed phrase words, one, with another one seed phrase word, the Fed would not have been able to even confirm that you had any Bitcoin. This guy is a freaking nut. He's like, no, here, Mr. Mugger, there's a little bit of money still left in my sock. Oh, and here's the key to my safe, too. Please take it all. The guy just didn't understand.
Do we know how did they got him? Like, what's the story behind it?
Yeah, he used a loophole inside the exchange that whenever somebody made a transaction, he could fizzle out a certain percentage of the Bitcoin. Like, so he was stealing it from the exchange. But back then, it wasn't worth pennies, so that probably didn't even...
So he executed the scheme to defraud Silk Road of its money and property by creating a string of approximately 9 Silk Road accounts in manner designed to conceal his identity, triggering over 140 transactions in rapid succession in order to trick Silk Road's withdrawal processing system into releasing approximately 50,000 Bitcoin from its Bitcoin-based payment system into his accounts. So he basically was sitting there and clicking or having a bot or something to send him the money. Yeah, like literally. Back in the day, 10 years ago, that might have been really it. Not even with a bot, just like,
so
send me the money, bitches.
The Fed is prosecuting someone by stealing funds from a bad entity.
Yes.
Where the person was convicted and went to jail.
So you know what happens, right, Elmar?
So you defrauded the
defrauder.
You defrauded the defrauder. Yep. And it's illegal because you robbed the robber.
Exchange.
Right, but you know what happens?
You robbed the robber.
You know what happens with the ill-gotten gains now, though, right? It sits for about a year. They advertise to people that they're going to keep it, and then they dump it on the market.
Yep.
So you've got another sort of Damocles, the likes of which is the same size as the Mount Gox portion.
Mount Gox is more. It's 150.
It's
150,000.
It's half the Mount
Gox. 1/3. Okay. Right.
But isn't the bullish part in this
the price at the time?
He wasn't able to sell all these years because I guess the addresses were known and they would have been flagged on any off-ramp immediately.
They found him because he tried to sell some.
You see.
He did try to sell some and go through Bitcoin and some exchanges.
So that's why crypto is not good for criminals.
Well, that's proof positive that look, the FBI, the CIA, the DEA,
they love the blockchain.
They would love it. Look, a friend of mine actually in the law enforcement said he wishes that all criminals everywhere all used blockchain because it's so damn easy for them to go and confiscate all their shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
In an instant, and make a case. Yeah.
Sorry for an interruption.
There are some funds that are still being like mixed, and everyone someone keeps tracking them, so all the addresses are exposed basically in Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken. But I can remember where they were stolen from.
Oh, Hexicans
in 2012, in September 2012, those 50,000 Bitcoins were worth $550,000. That's what he robbed from the exchange at this point in time. And that is now worth 3.3 billion. So he was sitting on, he was the real hodler.
Nice.
Forced
diamond hands.
Why didn't he use Rand Bridge to go to Ethereum and then mix it?
Because I believe the RAN bridge is also centralized, isn't it? Because you cannot bridge BTC to Ethereum. You have to go through a centralized part.
Hey, by the way, yeah, Hexicans got a very witty thing, and I don't know how. Let me see if I can do it justice by reading it the right way. May I, Dustbomb? Can you please put it back up?
Which one?
The one that you just put in, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let me see if I can just read it, but with 1/10 of the inflection and intonation that he wants it to be read by. Papa's seed words are hidden. There's a big hayfield up near Buxton. One in particular. It's got a long rock wall, big oak tree at the north end, and like something out of a Robert Frost poem. And you'll find a big rock there, a rock that has no reason to be around that pot. Big volcanic glass. And underneath that, you'll find what I left for you. Thank you. Thank you.
I want all my poems and all my good night stories be read by Papa now.
Oh, yes.
Well, anybody who's a fan of The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, the movie was very nice.
Very end of it, yes.
Yes,
very,
Sandy
very
Beach
funny.
mentioned that.
Yeah, Sandy Beach got it right away. I can see that, yes.
Yeah. I think I actually watched that movie recently, like a few months ago.
It's the greatest memed thing ever, you know.
So we're back down to 160 live views. We suck.
Hooray!
173, I see.
We won.
No,
Only the hardcore is sticking with us. Well done.
Hardcore. Speaking of hardcore.
Speaking of hardcore,
in other news, Matty Allen.
Oh.
Hearts out to you. Great. I wish you a good recovery. He survived the car crash.
Oh my
Lucid
goodness.
car
Oh,
crash.
what
gave me
happened?
2 broken clavicles, broken rib, bruised lung. I was passenger. Flipped 4 times. Thankfully, the other 2 are recovering too. Thankful to be alive and feel so loved by hundreds of Hexicans, sending positive wishes and prayers, hoping to get out the hospital this week. So
What happened?
He survived the car crash. It just
No, but
Flipped
what
4
happened?
times?
Flipped 4 times.
That's
what do you mean?
nuts.
What happened? He was in a car crash. He almost died.
How it happened?
Yeah.
Almost died.
That's
But
what-
how
that's
it
what
happened was
everyone
caused
wants
by another third party. They were driving reckless. Does anyone know
I don't
anything?
want to provide rude
There's no
jokes
details.
about this. It's a very serious topic.
Yeah,
He
it's
had a
very
car
serious.
crash. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if it was a third party's fault somehow or what happened.
We
Okay,
don't have any details.
there was a family of ducks that came across the road, and his friend stomped on the brakes, and rather than kill the damn birds, flipped 4 times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very thoughtful.
Wish
Not
him
sure what that
speedy
car is. I
recovery.
don't know if you can. Can you guess what car it is just from the look of it?
Purple.
Audi?
Looks like Opel
It's totaled,
from the
whatever.
tires.
It is. Yeah.
Well, thankfully it is okay. It's what matters.
Yes.
Solid car though.
He flipped on
If
the
it flipped 4 times and it still looks like this.
Yeah.
Flipped on the top.
Still was able to
Jesus
drive Maddie to the hospital.
Cars these days are pretty good. Well, especially the newer cars, they're pretty good. They're getting better and better at
Flipping.
surviving. It's not like in the movies where they explode. It's not like that.
A Lambo would have disintegrated on impact. So there you go.
Caught
guys.
fire. Yeah.
That's not
Lucid.
necessarily a bad thing because
It's a Lucid. It's an
Lucid.
electric car. Yes.
Never heard of that.
Oh, that was
Nor
actually
should
the
you.
name.
Yes.
No
Lucid.
shirt you.
Have you not heard of the potential Elon Musk challenger of Lucid Auto?
No.
They're an
I thought-
upcoming electric car.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it. Yes.
Okay.
I've read an article on that actually.
never
Yeah.
heard of them.
Interesting.
Das Bomb is now Googling Lucid
For
He's
another
in the middle of the stream.
another delayed meme comedy.
Yes.
Nah.
Exactly.
Nah.
Bear with us.
I'm just
that's
checking
not
if we missed any of the topics because we're almost coming up to the end.
Well, the LBC case with Ripple and all that, but we can maybe cover
yeah,
that on
library,
Thursday.
and
Liberty.
well,
library,
basically, shit's on fire. Everybody's
Odyssey.
thinking the ACC is gonna end crypto world, but that's not happening.
No.
So yeah, there you go, short and quick and shortly. And meanwhile, while the FUD is still going on, Hexicans are trucking away. Look at that. Mayo, Mayo he brought up the 669 or something earlier. Is that the same Mayo? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yes, it is the same Mayo. Yes.
Mayo?
Mayo? 690. Look at that. I just wanted to say, fuck the FUD. Hex
69.
ain't going nowhere. And neither am I, biatch. Look, he's Neo stopping the FUD. He's got his Hex helmet. He's got his Hex.com car.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, also everybody go to ksb.tv website, the crypto Sparbuch, since I'm the only one besides Das Baum in the Hex community that can spell crypto Sparbuch, pronounce it properly.
Barbu.
And there is, you can vote for your favorite public Hexican. There's also a music section, just saying. ksb.tv.
Oh,
Do it
straight to the
now.
main website. Straight to the main website.
Straight to the
Okay.
main website.
KSB.tv. And this is actually a good segue because this totally happened. So KSB.tv. So I don't know which video that is from. I only saw the meme or the this picture.
Picture.
I still need somebody to give me the video where this is actually from. So
He's
bum, 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 bum,
onboarding
bum.
in
It's
the
like-
queue.
That guy didn't like to be in the video.
To immigration? What the fuck is this?
And
Now he's onboarding the immigrants.
What?
it's really nasty.
Nice.
Well done.
It's his right. It's his right.
Shout out
Right.
to Abit though. I've personally seen him do stuff like this. Like he is the onboarder extraordinaire. He does stuff like that.
What is he
Thank
doing?
you,
Is he just
Sandy.
trying to
Thank
like?
you, Sandy.
Is he trying to shill like to people
Yeah.
that are waiting in line and they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's renewing his visa and he's there. So
Yeah.
denied.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Hex?
Not asking for handouts.
Jesus, man, the balls. These
This
people
guy
are
with the
like,
checkered
look,
shirt,
I've
that's
had this
hilarious.
long flight. I'm really
Yeah,
fucking
and now this guy
tired."
comes along.
And then,
like somebody
this
that comes
German
on your
accent.
subway car
Yeah.
and gives the life story.
Just a German in general kind of starts talking to me in immigration. I'd be like,
In that accent.
Jesus. Yes.
Jesus.
Hello,
Go
everyone. Can I have your? Can I just have a minute of your time? I want
I'm
to.
from Crypto Sparbuch.
I'm from Crypto Sparbuch. Please, everybody, don't worry about pronouncing it effectively, but I want to talk to you about Hex. I'd be like,
Oh, by the
shut
way,
the fuck up.
Hex down -3% today. BTC down -5%. ETH down -7% today.
Blood in the streets. You know what that means.
FTX dumping.
Crypto Starbucks. Alan, very good. Thank you. And by the way, just to make sure you all know, Abit is no longer an influencer. He is now a financial scientist.
A saint.
What?
Financial science.
Yeah, that's
That's the new
creepy as
title
fuck,
he's
to be honest.
acquired. He's like, attention everybody, I'm no longer an influencer in Hex community. It's not clickbait. I'm now a financial scientist. That's ingenious.
And I'm a
Wonderful.
financial wizard.
I'm a let me see, what shall I be? I'm gonna be a I'm an artist. I'm gonna be a production financial artist. I
And
make
I'm
art.
just a poor boy from a poor
There we go.
family.
From
Nobody
Indiana.
likes me.
Yes.
Nice.
There's a related meme for you.
Well
Yeah,
done.
that one was on time.
Nicely done.
Financial scientists unaffected.
Oh, and unfortunately,
Oh, yeah.
we also Big Pep also hung up his chit, so to
Streaming
speak.
career.
Yes,
Yeah, but
he's
I
now-
contacted him. That's different reasons he has.
Of course,
he-
it's not.
it's
Reasons are
not to
not.
do
We
with that.
lost.
He's dealing
Yeah.
with burnout issues and some
Yeah,
other
his-
arenas. So
His
But he'll be
contribution
back.
is so large.
Wait,
that
did he
we-
sell?
yeah.
Did he sell 84 million?
maybe
That'd
that'd be hilarious.
Finbear is a
Yourself?
penis puppeteer. For some
No, he's
reason.
taking a timeout and will be back soon-ish. That's what he said.
Well,
Well,
you know, he deserves a break.
I'll be back.
well, you know
Schwarzenegger.
what's the best time for someone to be back? I think Richard should get back as soon as possible.
Hell yeah, get back to where he once belonged.
Mm-hmm.
So, to quote the Beatles,
The Beatles, yeah. Paul McCartney. The
who's
famous
clickety
rooftop
clacking?
concert.
Elmeyer, are you?
Yeah,
clickety-clacking?
it was sorry, Papa. It was just me.
Are you clipping your toenails like usual?
I lose control.
You start clicking.
Have this.
Oh, get
Yeah,
that out of your hand, you clickety clacker.
And once we were on the Telegram chat, and Papa started saying, "Who the hell is clipping their toenails on the chat?" And I was like,
Hey,
"My
Papa,
man just."
Papa, there is a really good way of stopping Peter from clicking. Do you know what that is?
Outro.
Not sure.